What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at Copart for another Copart walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Why don't we start with the thumbnail? A 2021 Cadillac Escalade. Man, I've been wanting one of these for a long time. Like ever since the new generation came out, I wanted one. But the unfortunate thing about these new Escalades is they still utilize the same 6.2 liter engine that they have been using literally forever. It's an old engine. It's a good engine, but it's an old engine, and it's definitely got its problems. It's most notorious for the displacement on demand, the active fuel management, whatever you want to call it. Going out and basically destroying lifters, wiping out the camshaft, and in some cases completely destroying the engine. I mean, thousands and thousands. You could easily spend $4,000 or so repairing one of these engines or replacing it with a used one. This one has significant hail damage. I mean, this thing has got a considerable amount of hail damage. And I noticed it looks like the sunroof has been busted in from the hail. Looks like someone tried to cover it up, but I can't see that far up. But I'm willing to bet that what you see is this tape has fallen in. And with all the thunderstorms we've had, that means the interior of this is baking in the sun and it's wet. So why don't we open the back door here? Let's just take a quick look and maybe a quick smell. What? Electric doors? Are you kidding me? Really? Really? You went to electric doors. Well, how's that working out? You know, I understand the technology is always evolving and we always want the newest, latest, and the greatest because, I mean, after all, you're paying for an Escalade, right? Six-figure truck right here. But have we not moved past the electric door handles, guys? Can we just go back? Look, let me show you something. Let me show you something. This is an old Honda. Let me show you this. Wow. Oh my gosh. I bet it does it on the other one too. Watch this. Oh, it's like magic. It's like magic. Meanwhile, six-figure car. Oh, nope. Nope. That's, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now, I'm sure there is some emergency procedure somewhere, but let's be realistic, guys. If you were at the mall shopping, right? You got your kids, you come out to your car, let's say it's 8 at night and it's getting dark, right? You come out and for whatever reason your battery died. Whoops. Hey, batteries get old and they degrade over time, right? So you come out and your battery's dead, your doors don't open. You're standing outside of a mall that's probably closed, it's dark, and you can't get into your car. To me, it's a safety hazard and it makes absolutely no damn sense. And I've had luxury vehicles, all right? I've had plenty of really nice, luxurious vehicles. And I'm going to tell you something, as somebody that would consider spending six figures on an Escalade if they changed the engine or did away with the displacement on demand, I would not pay any less for door handles that do this. In fact, I would be willing to pay more for door handles that did this. Something that, if necessary, you could pop a cover and put a key in and turn it and unlock it and open your door and close it, even if it's got a dead battery, right? And look at this, a testament, the difference between Honda and Cadillac, right? Luxury versus plain Jane. Here's your plain Jane Honda. It's probably got 280,000 miles on it and the battery is still charged. It's still charged, the door is open, it's got power. Here's a practically brand new Escalade, dead as a doornail, completely unusable. In my opinion, junk. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know that probably just pissed some people off calling an Escalade junk. It is and it isn't. It's just the technology seems so dumb to me. Why do we need electronic door handles? It seems counterintuitive. Great, when they work, awesome. But you know what? A regular door handle that pulls out mechanically, it works all the time. It works all the time. It doesn't need power to work. Something as important as door handles. You know, this is a safety concern in my opinion. You should be able to get in your car so that you could unlock it, jump start it, and drive away if you have a dead battery on. Something like that and those damn Corvettes, you're stuck. Now there are ways in, at least on a Corvette, there's a keyhole underneath the license plate, or above the license plate. Uh-oh. Oh, did I just rip my shirt? I did. I don't see it on this one. At least on, what, right there maybe? No. So on a Corvette, sometimes there's a plug, but underneath, above the license plate, you can pop a plug, you put the key in, and you can open the trunk. And once you open the trunk, you have access to the interior and being able to jumpstart your car and everything. So again, I'm not trying to offend anybody that has an Escalade and they're like, you don't know what you're talking about, but you tell me if you were stuck outside somewhere, you couldn't get in. Hell, imagine it's raining. Let's make it even worse. It's raining or it's snowing. You're literally stuck outside. What are you going to do? Call OnStar? Great. That's wonderful. I called OnStar when I had a brand new 2019 Corvette. Bought it off the showroom floor. It broke down with 160 miles, not 1,000, 160 miles on the odometer of my brand new car. I was broke down right outside the dealership because I was taking it to the service department because there was something really wrong with it. It broke down. The dealership told me I was fine to drive it there. I was not fine. I was not fine to drive it there. It broke down with 160 miles, and I spent over 2 hours staring at the dealership from the side of the highway. They wouldn't even come get me and give me a ride to the dealership. So forgive me for having a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth when it comes to GM and their technology. All right, we're gonna move on now, and I'm gonna get off of that because it's just so infuriating, man. It's so frustrating to think that somebody spends that much money on a vehicle. You know, that's a lot of coin for anybody to spend on a vehicle, only to find out someday they're gonna get locked out and they can't get back in. To something as simple as opening the doors. That's just, I don't know. Get it together. Anyway, here, this is what I wanted to show you next. I saw this sitting here, I was like, man, how cool is this? This is another one of those things that I consider rare, but there's a lot of people like, it's not rare. These things are everywhere. I don't see them everywhere. I don't. I very rarely see these things, and I think they are so cool. 03 Volkswagen EuroVan. Oh man, such an interesting looking vehicle. And I'll tell you this, these things tend to go for money. I've seen a few of these over the years, only a few, at this Copart location over the years, and they go for money, guys. I don't know what's so special about them, but these things tend to go for some serious money. From what I understand, they're kind of a nightmare to work on. They're not known for being reliable, but I guess they're great for camping. I mean, I like the seating arrangement. It looks like that could fold back into a bed maybe. So you've got a bed, you've got chairs here, which I think is cool when you're driving. It's really interesting that you can have people sitting here, people sitting there, and you can face each other and have conversations with one another. I like that idea. And I think some of these have a pop-up, some kind of a pop-up roof to give you a little bit of extra room when you're camping. This door is locked. Hopefully the driver's door is unlocked. I can already tell the battery's dead, but I'd definitely like to, I'd like to fire this up. I really would. This is, there we go. This is kind of cool. And look how well the interior holds up on these. The interior is so nice on this. And we'll probably fire it up and find out it's got like 180,000 miles on the odometer, right? Let me put the key in it. I already know it's dead. It smells good in here. Like this, yeah, it's dead. This is really, really nice, guys. Really nice. The tires look, they look, well, okay, replace the tires. They look old is what they look. They have decent tread, but the tires look old on this one. Let's see, how do we open? There we go. What? Good Lord. Oh, and it's got hood struts that are bad, so that's nice. So here's your engine bay, and you know, at first glance, it really doesn't look that complicated. What is it? Is it a little diesel? Is it a 4-cylinder? What is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at, man. I see 3 spark plugs right here, and I know for a fact it's not a 3-cylinder, so there's got to be 3 more spark plugs on the back. Right? Somewhere? Oh, is this a W6? Because you've got 6 spark plugs. That's what it is. It's a W6 that they mounted in an oddball way. It almost looks like the old Mopar Slant 6. They've got the engine mounted at a steep angle. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool. It looks like an old Slant 6. But this has got to be a W6. There's your battery. I'm going to throw a jump on it real quick, and, well, let's see what it does. All right, let's see what it does. And look at this antenna. How unique is that? I like the little thing. I do. This is cool to me anyway. To me, somebody did paint it recently. Okay, I told you, mileage 206, 915, and it's probably gonna fire up and run just fine. Somebody took the catalytic converter. Yeah, somebody took the cat. That's a shame. Oil change is due at 214. 3/1 of 21 at 214. So this thing's been sitting for a couple of years. Yep, this has been sitting for a couple of years. The question is why? And why did somebody steal the catalytic converter, man? We'll turn those heated seats off. We have a flashing brake light, an ABS light, and a check engine light. Air conditioning. Who knows? Let's put it on auto and let's turn it all the way down to cold. 90 degrees outside. This is a nice break for us here in Oklahoma. I'll take 90 degrees all day. It looks like the AC works. No kidding. Brake light is on, but the brakes feel great. Gears. Wow. It's got gears. That sounds horrible. The important window works? No. The motor works. The regulator is bad. That one doesn't do anything either. Yeah, windows don't work at all. It's got a lot of miles on it, guys, and obviously it's got some problems. But it's crazy that the air conditioner works. It's not blowing super hard, but it is blowing. There's an ashtray right there. And a glove box, I assume. Nope, that's an airbag. No glove box? No glove box. Okay. And what is this? Storage? I don't know, guys. I think it's an interesting vehicle. But with that said, I'm not sure you're going to be picking up a bunch of chicks for a hot date in something like this. You know what I mean? I think, yeah. I just wanted to close that shade a little bit to help preserve the interior. The interior is actually in really good shape, and it seems to run fine. The steering is good. But it's definitely missing part of its exhaust, without a doubt. Does this, I assume this back opens up here. Let's see. Locked. Not too shabby, man. I don't know. It's got the books right here too. No kidding. The books, you've got lots of storage. I think, no, somebody screwed those closed. And it's got a table. How cool is that? A flip-up table so you could eat in here. I like it. I do. I like it. I don't care. I don't care. I like weird, obsolete, obscure type of vehicles, man. The paint job isn't the best. It was definitely repainted, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't done all that well. But let's turn this on. Does it have any juice? Ooh, wow. My booster pack is almost dead. How? Well, that's unfortunate. I think my booster pack may finally be giving up the ghost here, guys. This thing was fully charged when I came out here today. Either that or this van just really took it out of it. Are you kidding me? It's got 2 bars. That'll get us through the rest of the video, I suppose. Now, can anyone explain to me why this is here? 2011 328i. It says loss type damage all over. I don't see any dings. I don't see any hail damage. I saw a flat tire. There's the roof. There is a dent here. There's one dent there. There's a dent here. And another one over there. It took a rear end collision. That's what it is. It got hit in the back. Looks just so minor though. X-drive as well. This looks like such minor damage. You guys, tell me if I'm missing something, please. You see something I don't? You know, being a convertible, that makes this whole job even more complicated. But I'm looking at the lines, and the lines look good all the way across. It does have some dings. The back bumper, I wouldn't even say it needs replaced. I think you could just patch up this back bumper and you'd be fine. Now, there are some dings in the trunk lid, but I'll bet a good PDR guy could pull that stuff out. You got a chip on this taillight corner here. This can't, a busted corner light there too. What is that? A ladybug, I think. I don't know what that was. The tire's missing. It looks like it came off and they just kept driving. Like they were like, nope, ain't stopping. I gotta go. Let's take a look at the interior. I'm not overly interested in this because it's not a 335. That's what it really comes down to. If it's a 335, I'd be like, yes, all over it. But, you know, a 328, not really my cup of tea. Come on. Does it not start? There we go. The rear view mirror seems to have fallen off. Hello, beautiful is what that says. All right. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just leave that hanging there. It runs great. What lights do we have on? We have the brake light, and the e-brake is not on. We have service engine soon, and TPMS light. Gee, it says the left rear tire is low. Huh. We better check on that. It actually runs great. 106,000 miles on the odometer. Engine sounds healthy. Interior is super nice. I'll bet the convertible top works on this. I don't need this. I'm barely going to move it. I know you're thinking, it's got a flat tire. Well, not really. It doesn't even have a tire. I just want to make sure it goes forward and backward. Trust me, I'm not doing anything that was not already done to that wheel back there, guys. AC is nice and cold. This is a nice little car. This is a really nice little car. And I don't care about a couple dings here and there. I would like to know if the trunk does operate though, so we'll pop the hood. Important window works. That's all I care about. That's the drive-through window, which I'm not using anymore. I've been avoiding going out to eat. I have not gone out to eat in a long, long time, and I do miss it. I started a diet. I hit 230 pounds, and I said, that's it. I said, if I ever hit 230, it's over. I'm going on a diet. Well, I hit 230 on the nose, not a pound over, and I said, that's it. So I've been eating really, really light meals, and not very many, like 2 a day, and healthier meals instead of fast food. And I've noticed I'm saving a ton of money from going out to eat, and I am now down to 217 pounds, and this is just my first, I think I'm a week and a half in, and I've already lost about half of what I wanted to be. I want to be back to 200, maybe 190 to 200, and I'm well on my way there. Before long, you guys won't be able to make fun of my neck anymore, my chins, because I won't have them. Uh-oh. Okay, it works. It opens, and it pulls closed. I was not interested in this car, but I low-key kind of interested in this car now. Yeah. ECS tuning. Oh. Okay. She's not stock. Somebody recently put some new struts on her. They did it right. They did both sides. It's really nice. It's how you're supposed to do it. Runs like a top. It sounds amazing. Really. How's those headlights looking? Look at that. Tell me that car is not menacing looking. I mean, it's got bumps and bruises, but nothing major at all. Okay. I'm gonna... Why not, man? Why not? I'll put it on my watch list. I'm officially interested in a car that when I walked up to it, I had no interest in. I had no interest in this car when I walked up to it, but I thought some of you might, so now I'm interested in it. I'm gonna put it on the watch list and we'll see what happens. There are so many hail cars out here. I mean, everything I'm seeing out here is hail damage. It's just hail damage after hail damage after hail damage. Here's a little 1 Series. Is it a 135? No, it's a 128. Oh man, I saw it and I was like, wait a minute. We better go check this out. No. Honest to God, I'd rather have the other BMW over this one. But there is an Impala. No, we're not gonna look at the Impala. You guys gotta be about sick and tired of looking at Impalas right now. I'm still kind of on my Impala kick though, so I'm going to be taking my 2016 Impala LT down to the auto spa here very, very soon, and we'll do a before and after. We'll see what Brian down there can do for us. This is an 18 X3. This is honestly very clean. It's an X3 M40i. Oh boy. These get it, man. These get it. Now, I don't know what all this stuff is. Well, I know what a happy ending is. Well, anyway, I don't know what all this stuff is all over it, is what I'm trying to tell you. I thought maybe this was hail damage, but I don't see any hail damage on it at all. And it doesn't look like it's been wrecked. I don't see a busted bumper or any major damage. A little bit of curbage on the wheels there. Good tires. Oh, it says flood damage right on the windshield. Flood damage. Well, there you go. It helps if you pay attention. Loss type unknown. So the question is, how bad is this going to be? It smells fine. Well, it's got a funky smell to it, but not like flood. It doesn't smell like a flood to me. The interior smells, well, it's got an interesting smell to it, but it just smells. I don't know what it smells like, but it does not smell like flood. I know flood. Look, they even stamped X3 into the pillar. Like, you didn't know. And then they stamped an X over there too, because again, you didn't know, right? Okay. I'm down to play. Let's play. Oh, wow, somebody very short was driving this. Let's, does it have power? It does not have power. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and open the hood. Let's just take a peek. What's it hurt just to put a jump on it, right? We'll find out if it runs. If I could find something like this that says it's a non-runner, but it actually runs, oh my goodness, guys, I could be on a huge come up, flood car or not. Let me get the jump pack and let's fire this thing up. Take a look at that. Tell me that is just, it's a thing of beauty is what it is. Well, I hooked it up. I heard things. The engine was making noise. Don't see any smoke. Things are happening. Okay. All right. Well, we've got power in here. Hood open. Let's see what it does. Oh. Oh. Nah. She's locked up. Yep, she's locked up. So, yep, I believe it. It's a flood. It's too bad it doesn't have a dipstick. Let's go ahead and cut the power out to it. No sense in wasting any more of my booster pack. The question is, though, is like, how bad is it? You know what I mean? How bad is it? It obviously got a locked up motor from sucking up water. So, there's no dipstick, unfortunately. Jeez Louise. Is there any water on this? No, there's no water up here. How bad is it? That's the real question, is how bad is this? Is it something that could be saved? I've taken tons of flood cars and brought them back to life, guys. You just gotta be patient with them and work with them a little bit. This is a straight 6. You know, your spark plug should be easily accessible right up here when you pull this cover off. You know, you definitely want to get all the water out, then pour some Lucas or something down in there, Marvel Mystery Oil, take your pick, anything. Pour some kerosene, diesel fuel. Let it sit in there for a while and loosen up those rings, and then just, you know, work with it, cranking it over and over again. Unfortunately, I know how much these things are worth. And the fact is, even with a locked up engine, this thing's going to go for way more than what I'm trying to spend on it. So I'll put it on my watch list, but realistically, this is not something that's in my budget. How about a 14 GMC Sierra Z71? Now, I had some of you reach out in one of my last videos, and you said that I missed a 4-wheel steering Chevy. For the life of me, I cannot remember where that was. Ouch. I didn't see this. Wow. I didn't see this. So this one is not one we're going to be looking over, but if you can remember where you saw me walk right by that GMC or that Chevy that was 4-wheel steering, definitely let me know. And so many of you were asking, how could you possibly have missed it? Guys, I want to explain something to you. Oklahoma lately, the temperature, actual temperature, has been 104, 105 degrees every single day where I'm at. The heat index is usually around 110, sometimes 115. It gets hot, I run out of water, and then I get a little delusional, okay? I start getting a little loopy, and that's how I could miss something like that. It's that simple. It's heat, dehydration, and, you know, pre-stroke, I think is what it was. I promise you, if I had seen it, I would have walked up to it, but I missed it. So if you remember where it was, well, drop a comment below and we'll see if it's still here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our little run and gun, is what I like to call it, at the end of this video. We're at the very end of this video, and it's hot. I'm really hot, and I'm ready to go. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time walking through each individual car. Instead, we're just going to kind of walk through the aisle. I've already been through all of those over there. We're just going to walk down the aisle. If I see something that I think is interesting, I'm going to go take a look at it. Now, we looked at that BMW back there already. I remember that. Here's the GTO. We looked at this too. It's still here, but I'm telling you guys, it's going to go for crazy money. It will. It's got low miles, and I know the damage looks so bad, but I'm telling you, as an amateur myself, that could be fixed easily. That could be really easily fixed, and you'd have yourself a low mileage GTO. Yeah, I'm hoping I can find that that 4-wheel steering Chevy that I somehow missed the last time. It looks like a lot of these are just the same cars that were already here. I remember looking at this Mercedes last week as well. This luxurious LaCrosse, I think is what that one was, severely hail damaged. That's the problem. Like once you get a certain ways into the yard here, a lot of these cars are just repeats. They're cars that have been sitting here for a while. I don't know why. It's, you know, not really my business, but these cars do sit here for quite some time. So this is going to be about the end of the video, I think. I'll walk through another aisle. We'll do one more. Oh boy, no. No. Oh, wow. Yep. You know, listen, I'm not poking fun at anybody. I'm not. But I'm just gonna say this. If it was me personally, and I know everybody's got their own tastes and they make their own choices, but I'm looking at this car. It's got these giant wheels, right? There ain't nothing wrong with giant wheels. That's fine. But I'm just thinking, this is a 3.5 liter V6. Which would you rather have? Because I know what my answer is. Would you rather have a V6 Charger with some wheels, or would you rather have spent the money that you would have spent on the wheels on the car? Spend a little more money on the car and get the 5.7 Hemi. I know what my choice is. Screw the wheels. I'll take stock wheels all day long with a V8 under the hood before I'd be out there trying to rock a V6 and putting rims on it like I'm trying to do something. I'm sorry. To me, that just, when I see something like that, it's like, you made a bad decision. That was a bad choice. What you could have taken the money from the wheels and bought the V8. And you could have put the new wheels on later. You know, you could have saved up, put some wheels on it later. I don't know. There's some beautiful cars over there. I'm sure you can kind of see what I'm talking about out there. Unfortunately, that's off limits, so I can't show it to you. But okay, here is a lovely car. How about a Chevy Cobalt? Yeah, no. Guys, no. I know, but I won't show a Cobalt, but I'll show a PT Cruiser. That's because of my uncle, man. That's because of my uncle. Love him to death. And from now on, for the rest of my life, when I see a PT Cruiser, Used to, I didn't even look at him twice, you know, but now I just can't explain it to you. I really can't. You would have had to have been there to understand what I'm talking about. He loved his broken PT Cruiser so much. He really did. He just loved that car, and I never understood it, and I don't expect you to understand it either. I still don't get it. All I know is that every time I see a PT Cruiser, I think of my uncle, and I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes me happy thinking of my uncle. So there's another Malibu. We're not going to look at that one either. I'm looking over there, another Malibu. Hondas, Cadillacs, Chevys, Volkswagens, Chryslers, Chevy, Dodge, Chevy, Jeep, Chevy. It's just so much of the same, man. I love doing what I do. I don't want you guys to think that I don't. I absolutely love my job, because let me ask you something. What job is there out there that is better than doing something that you just really love doing? I love screwing with cars. My cars, other people's cars, doesn't matter. I just like playing with cars. That's what it comes down to. I enjoy cars. Even this. The auction for me is tomorrow. This video will probably come out like the day after the auction, because I don't want you guys trying to bid against me. I think some of you already are. But it's at like $500 and something now. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. That's about the top of where I'm at on this car. Okay, it's got you guys corrected me. It is not a Chevy V8. It's an Oldsmobile 307, I believe. It's a 5.0, but it's a 307 Olds engine. I missed that again. Really hot. Not paying all that much attention. My bad. I apologize. But I'm thinking like 500 bucks. This car is going to need some work, and I don't know that I really want to pour a whole bunch of money into an old Cadillac, you know what I mean? Nothing worked in that car, like nothing. It could be as simple as a fuse, or it could have some very serious problems. I think we're going to be about at the end. There's one other car that I know is still here that I'm watching very, very closely, and that is the hail-damaged Impala SS. God, I want this car so bad. I just don't know what it's going to go for. It's got pretty significant hail damage. It's pretty bad. It's got a lot of miles. The engine doesn't run great. It's rough, but I just want it anyway. With that, ladies and gentlemen, my time is up. I'm going to get out of here. I got things to do, errands to run, videos to edit for your viewing pleasure. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to watch my videos, because if you didn't watch them, well, making the videos wouldn't make a whole lot of sense now, would it? So I really do appreciate all of you for allowing me to do what I really enjoy doing, which is just tinkering with cars. I mean, I get to go out and find cars and then decide, like, am I going to mess with this one? Am I going to put a jump pack on it? Does it run? Does it not run? How much fun is that? Even if it's not my car, I still enjoy kind of the thrill of finding out if something runs or not, man. So thank you. Thank you so much. If you enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up button. Definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Drop your comments below. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.